Hello everybody, today we are going to take a look at the video Bungie put out during the PS4 All Access event last night. It was pretty brief, but we saw a couple of things, so let's review. We start out with the ghosts in full force with them walking through a Vex-controlled base. Finally, we get to see this foretold awesome death animation that we've been told about, and I'm pretty impressed. It looks really cool. You know, they just kind of get electrocuted and then explode. You know, looks pretty awesome. And the way that they phase in is kind of really cool too, because they are, you know, time-traveling robots. So now we see this hunter knifing ability again, but this time it's a bit more clear about what we're actually seeing. The hunter does these dashes around from target to target, instantly killing them. But this is all we know. We don't know if it's automatic, if you can pick your targets, if there's a time limit, if there's a charge limit, all that stuff. Next, we get a nice shot of the moon. We can see the comms tower and the rest of the kind of destroyed base. And following that is some stuff that we've seen before with the moon trailer and Fogoth. Next, we get to see some Cabal action. I don't believe we've seen a lot of this either. Those shields look like they're here to stay based on previous sightings, like in the Law of the Jungle trailer and other concept art. We also see this big dude rocking a minigun. I really hope we get miniguns. That would just be so awesome if we can all get miniguns in our heavy weapon slot. And the final shot is of a PvP situation with one player using a big rocket launcher. We don't ever really get a good look at it though, besides the first person view. And then they get killed by a knee-sliding opponent, but we've seen this before. And now at the end of the trailer, probably the most important news, they announced that PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 will be getting access to the beta first, before Xbox 360 and before Xbox One. We don't know how much earlier or anything like that. However, I do think this could correlate to any DLC that comes out for Destiny. You can safely assume that PlayStation will get any sort of DLC before Xbox. So that about wraps up what we saw last night, but now I just want to speak to you guys as a gamer, not so much as a YouTuber for this next portion. We've looked at this trailer, and I'm going to be the one to say that I was a bit underwhelmed. I know no one else is really going to say it, so I'll be the guy who's going to say it. I was underwhelmed. Although, to be honest, a lot of the community is with me. Underwhelmed, 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 yada yada yada, underwhelmed. Accuse me of selective editing if you want, but I see this a lot. And now I think the reason that we were all underwhelmed is because we didn't really know what to expect with this announcement. We needed to keep in mind that this was not a Bungie event. This was not a Destiny event. This was an event to celebrate the launch of the PS4. It was just a little teaser thing. But at the same time, when we see stuff like exclusive new look at Destiny and special announcement from Bungie, people get pretty hyped up. However, my biggest issue stems from a Reddit comment made last night. This person says, "Hey, another Halo game from Bungie, what a surprise. Futuristic weapons, space combat theme, colored armor, ridiculous grenade throw, aliens, energy shield, check, check, check. Way to mix it up, guys." This is my biggest issue. This is the view that most people who are new to the game have. Whenever new people come across the game, they have absolutely zero idea of what kind of game this is. They see what this person saw, which is Bungie is making a space-themed FPS, and they just think Halo all over again. But then they learned it's a shared world shooter, and they're like, what's a shared world shooter? And we basically say, oh, it's like an MMO, but not really. And then they say, oh, so it's like Borderlands in space. And we're like, yeah, no. And then they just get turned off by that notion because they feel like they've played that game before. I don't think Bungie has done a great job with marketing Destiny. Besides the ad that I'm sure all of you have seen all over YouTube and Twitch that says pre-order so that you can get into the beta. That portion, that's been great. But the rest of it, nah. There's only 12 minutes of gameplay available, and that was back in June. You know, I get them wanting to keep stuff a secret and but so many people just think it's a whatever game because they barely know anything about it. Not because they don't look for the info, although I'm sure not a lot of people do look for the info, but because the info's not really there. You know, we know like the most basic structure of this game. And to be honest, I'm getting a little sick and tired of people saying, oh, Bungie knows what they're doing, it'll be a good game. Yeah, I'm sure they do know what they're doing, and I'm sure it will be a good game. But no one else knows what the hell Bungie is doing because there is no info. Anyway, I just wanted to get that out there. I'm sure some people are feeling the same way, and if you're not, you know, that's cool too. The game will be out soon enough, the beta's going to be out pretty soon, and we'll learn everything there is to know about the game, and we'll probably forget this ever happened. But, from what I've been reading, a lot of people are getting turned off by the antics, and a lot of people are getting turned off by the lack of info. Let's talk in the comments. We can talk about the trailer, the fact that the beta is early for PlayStation. I know a lot of people are angry about that. Don't even bother going to the Bungie forums, because that's all that's there. I'm not mad, because I'm getting a PS4 in the first place, so let's chat. Thanks for watching, everybody.